Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do Module 9.3, which is Order of Operations. So if you could make sure that the title of your page looks like the top, and that it also correlates to the table of contents at the front of your notebook. And then you can come back. Okay, so order of operations is the order in which you should solve a problem. If there's addition and subtraction and multiplication, there's parentheses, you don't know where to start. You don't just automatically start left to right. You have to do a specific order. And that order is PEMDAS, which is just a funny made-up word to help you remember which order to do them in. So, the P stands for parentheses. Anything that is inside parentheses, whether it's addition, subtraction, an exponent, doesn't matter. If it's in the parentheses, it gets solved first. Then the second thing you solve is the exponents. And next comes multiplication and division. And I put either order because depending on which way it comes, we read left to right. So if the division comes first in the problem, left to right, then you do that one first, and then you can do multiplication after that. The same goes for addition and subtraction. If you get the addition problem first, then do that first. If the subtraction problem comes first as you read left to right, then you do the subtraction problem first. Okay, so those two are interchangeable just with each other. You can't switch multiplication and addition, only multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. Okay. Okay, our second slide actually doesn't have much to do with PEMDAS, and I'm not quite sure why the book introduced it in this chapter, but they did. So I want to make sure that we cover it so you know how to do this particular diagram. Okay, so put PEMDAS on hold just for a second. All right, so the question is, Amy and 3 friends launch a website. Each of the 4 friends emails the address to 3 more friends. The 3 new friends forward the address to 3 more friends. If no one receives the email more than once, how many people will receive the web address in the second wave? Okay, so here's Amy, and she has called her 3 friends, and they are the first wave. So the first wave, Okay, so the first wave equals 3 friends. Okay, now each of these friends called 3 more friends, so that will be our second wave. Okay, now how many people are in this second wave? Well, if we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the second wave equals 9. Okay? And that's basically 3 to the second power, which equals 3 to the second power. Now, I think they should have done this diagram last module or last lesson, but they didn't. So I just want you to make sure that you know how to do this type of diagram when diagramming a word problem, such as this. Okay? All right, so we're going to move back to PEMDAS in our next slide. Okay, so when you see the words evaluate, that means solve. So we are going to solve this using PEMDAS. Well, there's no parentheses for P, so we don't need to do anything with that. There is an exponent. So I like to rewrite the problem each time I do it. Okay, and so I will rewrite it. So we're not going to mess with the 5 yet. So we'll do 5 plus 18 divided by, now we have to do the exponent, so what is 3 times 3? Well, that's 9. Okay, then the next line, I'm going to do division. Multiplication or division is the next one, and so I have to do division. So I'm going to leave the 5 alone, so 5 plus 18 divided by 9 is 2. And now the only thing left is to add those. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Okay, so that's how you solve that one. We're going to do 4 samples of these, and then we'll do a whole bunch more tomorrow in class. All right, we're going to evaluate this one. And this time we have, it looks a lot different. We have 21 plus 3 squared over 3. So the very first thing we do is we look for parentheses. Well, there's no parentheses, so I'm going to go to exponents. So I'm going to rewrite the 21 because we're not going to do anything with that. 21 plus, and then I'm going to put the divided by 3 because we're not going to do anything with that yet. I'm going to solve the 3 squared though, and 3 squared is 9. Okay, then I really, really, really want you to be in the habit of rewriting it each time, just changing the one that the particular thing you're looking at. It will help you immensely to keep it straight and to not get confused. Okay, so we're still not doing anything with 21, so I'm going to rewrite that. And really it takes what, 1 second out of your time? Okay, so 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then the only thing left is to add, so 21 plus 3 is 24, and that is your answer for that one. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next one. All right, now we're finally going to have some parentheses. So we're going to solve inside the parentheses first. So we're going to do 4 times, and 9 divided by 3 in the parentheses is 3, and then we keep the exponent on the outside. Okay. So the next line, I'm going to leave the 4 alone still because that doesn't come next. Next is E for exponent. So 3 squared is going to be 9. Now we just have one operation left, so we're going to do 4 times 9 equals 36. All right, and that solves that one. All right, our last sample for today. These are fun. To me, they're kind of like a little puzzle. I just love doing these ones. I don't know, I'm weird. Okay, so we have, we're not going to mess with the 8 because I see parentheses, so I know I have to do that first. So I'm going to do 8 plus, and then I'm going to put the dividing sign divided by 2 because we're not going to mess with that either. So 12 minus 8, I still have to keep it in the parentheses. 12 minus 8 is 4 squared. Okay, and then we're going to do another row. 8 plus, not going to do the division yet. 4 squared is not 8, it's 16. So I'm going to put 16 here. So then I just solved the exponent. The next one I'm going to solve is division because that comes next in PEMDAS. So I have 8 plus, what's 16 divided by 2 is 8. And have one operation left, so I can solve the whole thing. 8 plus 8 is 16. And there's your answer. Alrighty, we will do a whole bunch more tomorrow in class. This is a short lesson. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Have a nice evening.